Kid. It's the 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 kid. Guys, welcome. It's Friday, and what does Friday mean? What does Friday mean? How good is Friday really? What is Friday? How many sales does Friday have? How many? So tell me, how many sales does Friday have? This is, of course, the Q&A. I have my glass of Ribena. This is where you guys can ask me anything you want pertaining to football. This is a football Q&A. Send in your questions. Any questions you guys want, please send them in and we can ride through. Remember to always support the Football Hut. www.patreon.com/halfhope. Your pledges are what keep Half Hope doing this. Is what keeps me rolling through, and it's what gives me the support to be able to do this as a full-time gig. Your boy wants to take over football, wants to take over the world full-time. It can only be done by your pledges and your contributions to the Patreon, as well as the YouTube super chats, as well as the member stuff. All that stuff is great. But I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. You guys are wonderful, man. And whether you are in or out, pledge or not, we are family. All my sisters speak Mr. Me. Thiago Alcantara. So apparently he wants to leave Bayern Munich. Interesting. So he wants to leave Bayern Munich, and we are hearing potentially, possibly, that Liverpool will be interested in signing him. This is the kind of player that Liverpool need. Now, I am shocked that Barcelona are not even going in for him, because he is definitely the kind of player that Barcelona have been missing, and he knows Barcelona very well. And I can sort of understand why he wants to leave Bayern Munich, because I think he wants a challenge, and I think he maybe perhaps wants a team where he can feel appreciated and he can be the big dog in the team. And so I'm not sure that Liverpool would be the right one for him. Juventus would be interesting. But if Liverpool is the designated destination, I do feel that he should try and do everything in his power to try and say what's up to those guys up in there. So let's just see what you guys are saying, man. Hey, Daniel John. See, we should actually do this for a member watch, man. A member watch. Inter Lazio. That's for me. Like, I mean, bro, one of the best individual performances you'll ever see. Because I think I recommended it to Daniel as it was the best R9 performance. Is the Lazio Inter and UEFA Cup final was absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. Thoughts on Jadon Sancho to Man United? Look, Sancho is one of my favorite players in the world right now. I love how he plays. He is exciting. He has an electricity and energy about him that just makes him wonderful. That just makes him absolutely amazing, absolutely incredible. So if he was to go to United, 100% he would improve United. Facts. He would 1000% improve United and really take them up to that next level. And United already look good. They already look good, but then if he was to come in, where do you play him? Because Greenwood looks like if he's doing pretty well on the right. Obviously, Daniel James is from the road. But where would you play a where would you play a Jadon Sancho? I mean, it would be interesting if they would, but then again, look, they have got Bruno Fernandes there in the number 10 position, because Sancho can either say what's up in the number 10 or he can say what's up on the right. But if he was to get United, I think he would have to be a starter, and then Greenwood would have to be his understudy, and then Daniel James would have to be like a squad player who's really down the pecking order. But no, Sancho would be a big signing. And you see, even I do want Sancho to come to Chelsea. Sancho would fit very well at United, and it would fit very well with what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is doing. So if they could somehow secure that signing, they would be looking extremely good. Looking extremely good indeed, man. If Neymar wins the 2022 World Cup, what would you think of him? It depends how. So don't just say he wins it. It depends how he was doing it. Now, if he was to lead Brazil to victory and really sort of be the linchpin of them, that I would rank him highly. Now, I know where you're getting at. You're saying, oh, if he does this, we'll now put him up. Will he become a horseman? You don't understand what horsemen are game changers. Neymar is not a game changer. He's a very talented player. He's not a game changer. I always said, if Messi was to be inspirational in leading Argentina to a World Cup, you'd have to become a horseman. Would have to, you know, because he has had a profound impact on football, 1000%. So he takes the impact skill. Neymar doesn't tick the impact box. He doesn't. It doesn't take the impact box. So I would, but if he was to win the World Cup, I'm like, kudos. But that still doesn't make you that dude. That still doesn't make you that dude, bro. Thoughts on Messi wanting to leave Barcelona? Yeah, I've heard about this stuff, man. So what I read was Homeboy is going to sign a contract, which runs out in 2021. Should we? Yeah. So he has stalled in a new contract, which runs out in 2021, which puts Barcelona in a very dangerous position. Because if he doesn't sign a contract extension, Barcelona do not want him to be left out on a free. So let me actually just see what's happening. Because is it 2021 like his contract runs out? Okay, let's see. According to the Spanish radio station Cadence, the Barcelona captain has broken off contract talks after finally running out of patience with the club because of the constant rumors and allegations that he's one of the prime reasons for unrest around the Nou Camp. Messi is disillusioned with any number of things emanating from his. Wait, let me vibe this in, man. Let me vibe this in. So this is from Guilherme Balage. Messi is disillusioned with any number of things emanating from his life in Barcelona at the moment. He is fed up of being accused of running the club. Ooh. Let's read. He's fed up of people saying he hires and fires the coaches. Fed up of claims he chooses who should be signed and who should play. And fed up with the general direction of the club and huge mistakes they've made in the transfer market. Oh my gosh, this is juicy. Enough is enough. And now he has, according to the radio station's program El Larguero, to the club he will be leaving at the end of next season. What's behind this? How likely is it to happen? The whole story needs context. Okay, so this is like a whole new piece. On a personal level, Griezmann has joined Messi and Cannibal along with their wives for dinner, and their relationship is good, even though Griezmann has yet to find his niche in the side. In any case, there is a conscious effort by both Messi and the Cannibal to help him adapt. Claims have been made against Messi that he wanted the club to sign Franz Ford, Antoine Griezmann from Atletico Madrid, but now no longer wants him there. Untrue. On the managerial front, he has been accused of having got former manager Tata Martino sacked and current manager Kike Setien hired because he liked his style of football. Not true. As the best paid number one player at the club, rumors such as this come with the territory, and it is indeed true that when any major decisions concerning the playing aspects of the club have to be taken, then the standings are always consulted. Of course, they are. It is not something specific to Barcelona, and to do otherwise would be negligent. But clearly, there are problems to which finding solutions will be difficult. In particular, Josep Maria Bartomeu has made promises he has failed to keep. We'll try to get Neymar back, he announced, knowing full well he had already agreed the signing of Griezmann. We'll sack Ernesto Valverde in order to bring in Xavi, he said. But eventually, both the club and the legendary midfielder decided they could not work together at that point. Since his last renewal, Messi has had a clause in his contract which permits him. What? What kind of clause is this? Um, so Messi has had a clause in his contract which permits him to leave at the end of the season, even though he's happy in his familiar surroundings on a personal level, possibly as he has never been before. It keeps the board on its toes. He wants the team to compete, especially in Europe. And if he brings data about his future, it will force everyone to find a solution, namely being clever in the market and bringing in good players. Okay. Let me see. There have been. Oh wow, this is okay. I think this is like I think it goes into way major detail. You see, now anytime you read these reports, always take it with a hint of salt. Not everything you read on the internet is true. Not everything from a reporter is true, but it is interesting. Now, this is what I've always this is what I believe, because people have always said that it's Barcelona. I don't, and I think I maybe agree with Game Balagi somewhat in the fact that I don't really believe that Messi really runs things in the club and he has the okay on transfers that are being made. But let's be realistic here. Someone that is so iconic, so valuable, and has spent such a long time in the club and has defined this club in their most successful era ever. This is easily, far and away, the most successful era that Barcelona have ever had, and it is largely in part to Messi. So it is not beyond the realm to be like, any transfers, let's consult this asset. Let's consult the guy who forms the nucleus for our team. So, but then to now make the leap of he now okays all transfers and so forth, that's a bit wild. That is a bit wild. But your question is, I'm not sure Messi leaves. I don't think Messi leaves. But if Messi does leave, that would be huge. That would be huge. I mean, that would be seismic, and that would cause that would rupture everything in the seal, man. Can you guys believe that there's this Barca fan who's still debating me that Barca will still win La Liga? Los Blancos, don't tempt fate. Don't tempt fate. Real Madrid are in a very strong position right now. 4 points clear. Barcelona have to play Villarreal. Do not tempt fate, because I've seen Real Madrid self-destruct before. It's not over yet. It's close to being over, and Real Madrid have a strong foothold right now. It ain't over until it's over. But put it this way, like for me, I think if Real Madrid win on Sunday and Barcelona lose to Villarreal, it's finished. It's over. Pack it up, wrap it up, and let's ride through. But it ain't over until it's over. It ain't over until it's over. So, because bro, this can come and hunt you down. Remember a certain Egg Boy hero. Everybody knows the tale of Egg Boy hero, who said there was no chance of Liverpool overturning a 3-0 deficit. It's never going to happen. 4-0 later, we still can't find the Egg Boy hero. He's still AWOL. He's still AWOL. Let's just see what else you guys say, man. Send in your questions, guys. Send in your questions and like. Sorry, guys, mistake. I just disappeared. I just disappeared there. So yeah, so send in the questions and like that damn vid, man. But yeah, no, but the whole Thiago Alcantara thing is interesting though. That is interesting because, but then you say to yourselves that, is Thiago Alcantara still relevant? Where would you rank him? I would still put him tier 2, borderline upper tier 3. I might still put him upper tier 3, tier 2. Maybe upper tier 3. I'd probably put him upper tier 3. But it's like, because for me, I felt Thiago Alcantara like 2 years ago was a very underrated midfielder. Thiago Alcantara in 2020, would you still rate him as a top midfielder? The ability will always be there. It will always be there. But is anybody putting him in the same category as like a Toni Kroos or a Paul Pogba, even or like a Casemiro? I don't really think they are. So, is he the right man for Liverpool? Is he the right man for Liverpool? That's hard to say. That is hard to say, man. Says HH, why isn't Ronaldinho a horseman? World Cup, Champions League, Ballon d'Or, played so different and literally made people fall in love with the game. For me, as I've always said, you see, Ronaldinho has the best resume to be a horseman. But my thing about it is, yes, he has the World Cup, but that wasn't his World Cup. He showed up, he did his thing, but that wasn't his World Cup. But that World Cup really belonged to Ronaldo and Rivaldo. Those are the guys that really said what's up in that World Cup, really. His World Cup was 06, and he disappointed. He disappointed in 06. So, see, Ronaldinho has the impact, 100%. Yes, he's got the World Cup, but I still feel that the way in which Maradona, because it's not just about winning the World Cup, it's about what you do at that World Cup. Like, it's a World Cup medal, you need that, but it's what you did at that tournament. So the way in which Ronaldo, Maradona, Zidane, and Beckenbauer said what's up at the World Cup makes those guys special. Dino didn't really say what's up to the same degree as the Five Horsemen. He didn't really say what's up to the same degree as the Five Horsemen. But see, Dino is the closest thing to a horseman. But I think the closest thing to a horseman right now beyond Dino is Manuel Neuer. So we just have to see how things finish with Manuel Neuer. But Manuel Neuer is the epitome of what you would call a horseman, based on how revolutionary he was as a keeper, and he has the World Cup medal, and he did say what's up at that World Cup. He did say what's called at that World Cup, man. So so he said, HH, thoughts on Messi being no. Look, as I said again, he won't leave. He won't leave. Messi. Like, guys, let's keep it real. Messi isn't leaving Barcelona. He's not leaving. He's not leaving Barcelona. The only way he leaves Barcelona is when he goes back to Newell's Old Boys. That's the only way. The only way he lives there is he goes back to Newell's Old Boys. That's the only thing, man. Just Beston, man. Bro. Thank you very much for your super chat, Mr. Just Beston. How did you react when United beat Brixie in the CL? Oh, wait. Just Beston. Can you remind me what position Man United are in the league? That's the first thing. Secondly, last I checked, who's in the Europa League? Who's embarking on a second leg CL match against Bayern Munich? Just Beston, a Europa League cannot address a Champions League team. I'm sorry, that it's a rule. I didn't make the rule, but a Europa League team cannot discuss anything with the Champions League team. There are levels. Europa League is here. Champions League is here. There are levels. You see this? Champions League, Europa League. Europa League, Champions League. Chelsea are here. United are here. So United are looking up at Chelsea. Chelsea are looking down at United. I am begging you, respect a CL caliber team. Respect Tammy Abraham, and respect the greatest American player of all time called the Sick. Your boy Ziyech, it's official, he's at Chelsea. Your boy Timo Werner is coming through. Jadon Sancho is going to be saying what's up very, very soon. And we're hearing that Koulibaly could be announced very soon as well. Chelsea are going to look extremely scary next season. This was a tester. This was as a tester. Please don't mess with your boy Chelsea, bro. Don't mess with the boys Chelsea, bro. Don't mess. And okay, you say how did I react? I I wasn't bothered because I knew Chelsea would it in 2012. So there you go. I already knew that trophy was going to be won in 2012. What do you think? How far Juve will go in this season UCL? Hard to say. Hard to say because, but I've got. You have to watch Juventus, and the reason why I say you watch Juventus is this: we've seen this many times. The teams who are favorites or play well, they never win it. That's why I say that I'm not putting my money on Bayern Munich winning it. Because everyone's like, my gosh, Bayern Lewandowski, they're one of the favorites. Based on what? Who have they played? Who? So Bayern Munich, I don't know. The fact that people are disregarding Juventus, they're saying Sarah's going to be sacked, they're looking bad and everything. So they're almost, dare I say, underestimating Juventus. Leads me to believe that I think Juventus are a team you have to be wary on. I said again, if Christina delivers a sale for Juventus, he now matches what Seedorf has done because Clarence Seedorf is the only player who has won three UCLs with three different teams. He's in a rare company. But if Cristiano is going to do that and being the superstar player, that will put Cristiano in a very, very specific place. That will put him in a very, very specific place, man. Juventus can win it. Juventus can win it. It's like, for me, it's very hard for me to give you a straight prediction because I need Ogril to come and I need to just see how teams are playing and what teams look at right now because a month is a long time. We have a long time until August because I think they play either August 7th or August 9th. So we still have some ways to go before we get there. But be wary. Like, don't. I know that Cristiano may be an average player. He can't dribble. He looks awkward. He looks like a geriatric and all that kind of stuff. I will never, ever, ever deny Cristiano's goal scoring ability. Never. Average player, his goal scoring is amazing. And put it this way. If Dybala performs and really plays like a superstar, I believe Juventus win the Champions League. It's like that. And we know he hasn't seen him, it's just that he keeps on failing, keeps on underperforming. Cristiano can't literally be the only guy who is balling. We know Douglas Costa will always give you at least an 8 out of 10. Always. He always will. But with Dybala can either totally disappear or appear out of nowhere. So it's really dependent. It's really dependent, bro. It's really like if Dybala shows up, it could be huge. From Yasser Said, man. Chelsea wasn't relevant until 2005, baby club. Yasser Said, it's about the present. Man United are the past, Chelsea are the future. Do Man United have a guy called Ziyech playing for them? No, they don't. No one knows who Bruno Fernandes is a guy from the road. Timo Werner is highly regarded as one of the top strikers. Ziyech was highly regarded. Chelsea gets top-tier talent. United are reduced to getting guys from the road that no one knows about. Bruno Fernandes, he's done no quality and well, but Bruno Fernandes is the guy you meet on the street. He's the guy you meet on the street, and he's playing well, but Chelsea they're a different class. They're a different class. Come on, you have to respect them. They're a different class. Thoughts on VVD having a very underrated season because he hasn't hit his peak like last year. People act like he's ish, but dude has been very consistent, and we both know he's Liverpool's captain. Oh no, for me, look, for the last year or so, you would say Van Dijk best defender in the world. In the last months, it's very interesting between Van Dijk and Sergio Ramos. See, that's a great discussion to be had. As of right now, who would you say is a better centre back, Sergio Ramos or Van Dijk? Let's take goal scoring away, because that has nothing to do with the defender. Who is the better defender, Ramos or Van Dijk, over the last month or so? Because Ramos has found his form. It's hard. I mean, it's a tough one. But look, no. Van Dijk has been quality, as I said. No Van Dijk, no title. Van Dijk was imperative and was huge in Liverpool winning this Premier League title. He was very important because Liverpool were not really magnanimous. They didn't play superb football, but what they were very hard to break down. And Van Dijk was the guy organizing their defense. Don't judge him based on the circumcision because they've already won. But when it really counted and so forth, Van Dijk put up huge, massive performances with really good, amazing, consistent defending, And as I said again, you see, the beauty of Van Dijk is, and why I like it, is that it is a reminder that football is all positions. Because people always said, well, you don't really need a defender, and look at what happened to Man City. All we need is strikers, attackers, interforwards, and so forth. A truly great defender can truly change your team. If Arsenal had a truly top-tier defender, that would a top-tier defender would give Arsenal 10 or 15 more points. Easily. It would easily put Arsenal 5th or 6th because Arsenal score goals, and they have scored goals, but they keep on conceding more than they do score. So for me, if let's say you're a team that don't really score goals, there's no point in getting a top defender. But if you know that you do score goals, and you know you can score goals, you get a really good defender in there, you will start winning more games because you will be conceding less. So yeah, man, a quality defender is very, very key. Manchester United have 40 more trophies than Chelsea. Yeah, but we're dealing with the presence. We're dealing with the presence. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the presence right now. When was the last time United won the Champions League? I believe it was 2009. Oh, sorry, 2008. When was the last time that Chelsea won the Champions League? 2012. So who are more recent Champions League winners, Chelsea or Man United? It is Chelsea. So therefore, Chelsea are the bigger team because they've won the Champions League more recently than United. So I told you guys, don't mess with me, man. Don't mess with the boy. Please don't mess with the boy. If City win the Champions League, will they have an equal season to Liverpool, just like they were equal last season? Yeah, you could argue, yeah. Because my thing about it is, I rate the Champions League over anything domestically. So, which is for me, I felt that Liverpool had the better season than Man City. But City won 3 trophies. I don't give a damn. No one cares about the FA Cup. No one cares about the Carabao Cup. Nobody cares. Okay, maybe a few traditional the FA Cup. No one cares about the FA Cup. So, and I would say I always rank the Champions League above any other title. That is the biggest club trophy. And Real Madrid are the biggest club in the world because they have the most CLs. Fact. The team that has the most CLs are the biggest club in football. That's fact. Nothing more. So if they were to win it, I personally would rank City's season as being superior to Liverpool's. But you would say that it is equal. And my thing about it is that if City say what's up and win the CL and De Bruyne balls, you could make a strong argument with no Euros that you give the Ballon d'Or to De Bruyne, because the Ballon d'Or, that's another interesting conversation. It's an interesting conversation because De Bruyne has had an amazing season. Despite what's happened in the league, he's had an amazing season. I believe City will beat Real Madrid. I believe City are strong favorites for the CL. If De Bruyne, remember, De Bruyne hasn't shown up in a major final yet. He hasn't, which is why Zad is superior to De Bruyne. Zad has said what's up in the World Cup semi. He said what's up in the European final, which De Bruyne hasn't not yet done. He went hiding. He was cast by the ghost in that World Cup semi. But if De Bruyne can actually show up and say what's up in a CL final, I think it can make a strong argument for him to be a Ballon d'Or favorite. Okay, let's see. H, your thoughts on Lionel to the bridge? I'm gonna have a phone call with him. based on the stuff that he's been saying, man, I'm gonna have a phone call with him, and see what he says. Because look, if he is to leave Barcelona, I do think that Chelsea is a worthwhile destination, and I think like Messi has already expressed interest for Chelsea and London as well. Because I think there was there was a quote where he said that apart from Barcelona, he believes Chelsea are one of the biggest clubs in the world. That's what he said. Like he said like about a year ago or something. It's like he always values Chelsea, and it's like it's as if he was to move, Chelsea would be a club he would move to. So there's already an interest for Messi to play for Chelsea, and I think him and Abramovich already had a few meetings. So if he is to leave, I think Chelsea is high on his list, 100%. You could say Man City, but I think Chelsea is high on his list. So I'll talk to him and we'll hash things out. We'll hash things out. Who are your favorite players outside of the top 6 of the Barclays HH? Okay, well, let's see. Let's look at the table. Premier League. La 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 la. Well, I still like Aubameyang. I still like Aubameyang. So I'm still a fan of Lucas Moura, Carlos Sanchez. Richarlison is cool. Richarlison is cool. So is that guy Bernard. I think Bernard is actually a pretty decent player. Zaha is good. And that might be it. And even if they're bottom, shout out to Pookie, man. Shout out to Pookie. Pookie is still that dude. So West Ham really are going to survive. West Ham are really going to survive, man. Those flipping dudes. Okay, let's see. Oh, Danny Ings. Nah, sorry, I'm not. Yes, I know that he has scored loads of goals. I'm not putting Danny Ings in this whole thing, man. As he needs to mention because he speaks Spanish. Hola, me llamo HH. Soy de Nigeria y vivo en Londres por 11 años. Okay, I can speak it. And also, as well, when I speak with him, he'll have a translator there by him. Okay, I'm going to speak through a translator. And I know it's his Spanish. Hablao muy pequeño español. So I could a bit of Spanish. There's a thing called Google Translate, bro. Okay, this thing called Google Translate. If Atalanta win the CL, who wins Ballon d'Or? Gasperini. Shout out to H becoming London Pro. I'm in my second season, 20-year-old with your boy with Atalanta. Yeah, if Atalanta win the CL, first of all, it would be the biggest shock in CL history. It would be bigger than FC Porto. Because when it's still the biggest shock in CL history for me is FC Porto. I don't care about was it Spartak. I don't care. FC Porto are the biggest shock in CL history, which is why put some respect to Mourinho's name. Don't you ever disrespect Mourinho. Anybody that disrespects Jose Mourinho knows nothing about football, and you're a hater. The moment that Mourinho won a seal with FC Porto and a treble with Inter Milan meant he was goatified. So he can mess up as much as he wants. The moment he did those things, which Pep hasn't done. Has Pep ever reached a CL final without Messi? Has he? No, listen, has he? He took over a treble-winning Bayern Munich team. What did he do? He has about 3 trillion to spend with Man City. Did he reach a semi-CL final? If Atalanta win the CL, the Ballon d'Or should go to Gasperini. 100%. I know he's a manager and everything, but I believe the Ballon d'Or should go to Gasperini. Now, if you say it should go to a player, It depends who they beat in the final and what that play is. For instance, if let's say they beat Bayern Munich in the final, you might have to give it to like a Lewandowski. If they beat, let's say, a Man City in the final, you're going to have to give it to a De Bruyne, so and so forth. So because again, you have to take what that player did in the Champions League campaign and what they did in their domestic campaign as well. So those are two things you have to roll through, man. What the heck is this guy doing, man? Bro, my mods, can you just sort out this some guy who's spamming on this crap, man? What do you think about Serie? I think Serie right now, they're in a very unfortunate spot because it used to be the strongest league in the world. And Calciopoli really harmed them. But it does not. How can a football fan who doesn't support a Serie A team even bother watching the Serie when a team is about to win 9 titles in a row? Like, maybe I'm the only guy that sees this. And maybe I'm the only guy that sees that this is an issue that a team can literally win consecutive titles 9 times in a row, which is just crazy. And it makes the Serie look bad. So there's some good players in the Serie. I told you, Atalanta are amazing to watch. I really have always liked Napoli. I love Insigne and so forth. Shout out to your boy Osimhen. Where's he going to go to? But the more each time Juventus win, the worse it gets. The worse it gets for those dudes, man. The worse it gets, man. From your boy Dean Classic. Thank you for the super episode, Dean Classic. Thank you. My friends belittle Real Madrid's 13 Champions Leagues by saying Franco got it for them. But I really reply with, was Franco still alive when the three-peat happened? For me, forget about forget about the Franco era. Forget about that. 3 titles in a row. Something that no other club has done. Whether you like it or not, this is no disrespect to Liverpool, no disrespect to Juventus or to Bayern Munich. Real Madrid are the epitome of a massive club. If you want to prove yourself, you have to succeed at Real Madrid. Or Barcelona, but really Real Madrid. A team that have redefined success in the Champions League, and they're known as the Champions League team. If you want to prove you're that dude, you prove yourself at Real Madrid. So even if you take away the thingy, that three-peat is something we may never see. Look at Liverpool. Look at how good they were this season. We all thought, okay, maybe they could defend their title. Atletico took them out. It is not easy to defend a CL. Nobody has defended a CL yet. Real Madrid did it twice. We're going to have a conversation about Zidane. I dare Man City to lose to Real Madrid. I dare them to lose to Real Madrid. Because actually, if Zidane, he's not going to do it. I'm saying right now, guys, I promise you, I'm putting money down. How much you want to bet? Zidane is not sniffing the CL. I dare Zidane to win a CL on his return. There's no way it happens. It's not happening. I promise you, I will bet everything in the world. There is a 0% chance of Real Madrid winning the CL on Zidane's first return back. A 0% chance. I refuse to believe. I refuse. Your boy Constantine K, who says, Faith Champions League CFC coach after Mo. For me, Conte, second to first. You said favorite, not best. Favorite, not best. My favorite after Mourinho is probably it's between Hullet and Vialli. So, but it might probably be Hullet because of the players he brought in and how I felt, changed the kind of culture of Chelsea Football Club. Because remember, this was the introduction of, I think Hullet was the guy that brought in Vialli. So this was the introduction. You had Vialli coming through. You had Petrescu. You had Gus Poyet. You had Marcel Desailly. You had Frank Leboeuf. All these kinds of international guys, world-class guys, all under one roof. I thought that was just, and I think even if they were coming sixth and fifth, I just felt that Chelsea were playing some sexy football. And that is what really made me fall in love with Chelsea, was when all those guys, South American guys, Dutch guys, were coming in and just blending well with that football. I was like, man, this is a team that I would have loved to play for. But I'll give this for Conte. Even if Conte fought really hard to get the severance package and he 100% tried to sabotage Chelsea, what Conte did for that season was quality in terms of how he changed the formation, and he actually made Marcos Alonso a relevant player. You got to give him kudos. Anybody that makes that loser, Marcos Alonso, relevant, needs to be given praise. Let's see. From your boy Kaka Bomi, thank you for super chat. Thank you for super chat, Mr. Kaka Bomi. Says, if City fails to win the CL and Messi goes to City and wins the CL and Premier League, where do you rate him on your top 7 ranking? Does he move up in your ranking? He wouldn't. He would move up slightly, but not too much. I think that adaptability is a big thing for me. Can you win in a different team that plays a different system? Even if the system may be similar because it's Pep, a different team. Can you go to a different team, different players, and so forth, and still win? I think that would be a huge thing. But again, it wouldn't make me massively upgrade him, because I said again, can I get a Copa America? They stage a Copa America every effing year because they want to get this guy flipping Copa America, and he still can't get me flipping Copa America. Can I get a World Cup? Can I get, even before you give me a World Cup, can I get a Copa America? Just one. Just give me one. Just give me one measly Copa America. So, I mean, this guy, he backed. Look, man, I don't know how Messi sleeps, because I don't know how I would sleep if I was in a Nigerian team where I was the captain and we lost 3 finals back to back to back. You know, that would give me nightmares. That would give me nightmares, man. From your boy, United 3 UCLs, Brixie 1. Who says, thank you for the super chat, and also what you're saying, your name is a lie, by the way. Thoughts on VAR screen move over, CL Sports over? Look, I sympathize with Uncle Mo. And it is sad, it is depressing, and it is unfortunate seeing how Uncle Mo is trying to suffer. It's unfortunate, you know. I get where he's coming from in the sense of, like, and this is what I've always said: Premier League are so stupid. You're so stupid. Why is the referee not going over to the VAR machine? Why is he listening to what some guy in another place is saying? See, and this is the arrogance of English people that always annoys me. Is, guys, you messed up. You messed up. You should have followed what other European guys did, because it makes sense. I know you try to be different. I know you wanted to make it quicker, but it's stupid. And everybody has said it's stupid because, as Mourinho rightfully said, this isn't the referee. He isn't, because he's not making the decisions. Someone in a lab hundreds of miles away is making the decisions. So what the hell are you even doing here? You know, there's a flipping screen a few yards away. But because you're too unfit to run over to the screen, look at the screen, make the decision, and then go through. You see, That's why I know what I'm going to induct the Premier League. Don't induct VAR. As Dev always said, VAR isn't the issue. It's how it is used. It is used really well in the Serie, in La Liga and Bundesliga. It is used like crap in the Premier League because of their stupid, dumbass rule that says the guy who is refereeing the game can just run over and view the screen. So I feel sorry for Nkumu, but Nkumu, you can't blame that solely. Despite that goal being disallowed, you should still be able to beat Sheffield United. Sheffield United. How good is Harry Kane really? How good is Harry Kane really? From Constantine K. Thank you for the super chat. So Constantine K. Says, HH, what was the biggest farce? Snyder not winning Ballon d'Or in 2010 or Modric winning in 2018? Love your channel, Best Football Analysis on YouTube. Thank you for the lovely words. Thank you for the lovely words. Why was Modric winning in 2010 a farce? Okay, before I even get to Snyder, so Modric took Croatia, who are the size of my pubic hair, to a World Cup final, being arguably one of the best players at that World Cup. Modric was one of the key players for Real Madrid who won their third Champions League. And he was man of the match in the Champions League final when they played against Liverpool. Who would you have put ahead of him? What did Cristiano do at the World Cup despite that hat-trick? What did he do when it's counted against Uruguay? What did Messi do at that World Cup when it's counted? What did he do against France, apart from a few passes to Aguero here and there? So when you take everything into account, in what he did for Real Madrid and what he did for Croatia, Modric deserved that title. Wesley Sneijder was critical in leading a team to their very first treble. Critical. Wesley Sneijder also was critical to leading Holland to a World Cup final. The fact that they gave it to Messi showed you that this Ballon d'Or thing is stupid. And these loser, sad, pathetic fanboys who don't have a life, who don't go outside, they use the arguments of Ballon d'Ors because these guys don't watch football. They live on the internet. They live on Twitter. So they are brainless. They use the arguments of Ballon d'Ors to validate that their idols who don't give a damn about them are goats. But what I always say is, cool, Ballon d'Ors. You show me a Ballon d'Or, I raise you a World Cup. Simple as that. Thank you for the question, bro. Thank you for the question. From your boy, Brand KO2, thank you, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thoughts on Sané joining Bayern? View from both clubs. Well, Man City have lost an extremely popular player, an extremely top player. You know, Sané was that dude. Sané was that flipping dude. The guy was awesome. But it is what it is. You know, it's what happened. And there's going to be a vid dropping. I don't want to say too much, but I did a collab. HH has done a collab with a known YouTuber, a known football YouTuber, but I want it to be a nice surprise when it drops. But I think you guys will rather like it, actually. So we just have to wait for that thing to drop when it does drop. But you know, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. Huge for Bayern Munich. Huge. I'm a huge Leroy Sané fan. And if he can, because my thing is he just has to fit the team. He has to fit the team. It's a big loss for City, but not a massive loss because of they still have Sterling, they still got Mahrez. But you say to yourselves that who now replaces Sterling on that left side? Because Bernardo Silva plays on the right side. Mahrez plays on the right side. Who now plays on the left side to replace Sterling? They now maybe have to change the formation and so forth. But for Bayern Munich, my gosh, man, again, that's the thing. Sané and Alphonso Davies. Now, on paper, it looks fire. On paper, it looks fire. But sometimes what you see on paper may not actually translate to something good. Ibrahimovic in 2010, so basically, what's it called? So Ibrahimovic on 2010 seemed like a good idea for Barcelona. On paper, it seemed like a good idea. But when it was in practice, it wasn't popping off. When it runs into practice. So, but on paper, it is potentially scary what those guys could do if they could combine and if they connect well. That could be a deadly partnership on the left. But it depends, though. It depends, because I'm not too sure whether they will actually work well together. And that may be one of those things that, why do we believe that they will work well together? All because you have two quality players doesn't mean that those two quality players have the same chemistry. Chemistry and being two quality players are two different things. They are mutually exclusive, man. Let's see. Sergio. Sergio, I will not say anything. I will, and my lips are sealed. And also, Milo isn't the one that I'm doing it with. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. But put it this way, it's not Milo and it's not a female. But you will see. And I think you guys will be very, very happy and pleased to know who I'm doing it with, because I think it's a guy that you guys know who he is. But you'll see. Who is the best left back ever for you? For me, it's Marcelo. You see, I don't view Marcelo as a left back. I view Marcelo as an amazing football player. As a left back, you have to say, how good are you at defending? So defensively is key. The best left back of all time is Ashley Cole. It's Ashley Cole, based on how good he was defensively and how good he was going forward. Which is why I say that I can't view Trent as one of the best right backs in the world, because Danny Carvajal is now coming back to form. And when Danny Carvajal is on form, all day, every day of the week, he's a better right back than Trent. Like right back or left back, you have to be good defensively, good tackler. Then it's what you can do passing, it's what you can do going forward. But the first thing of a left back, right back is how good you are defensively. And Marcelo isn't that great defensively, but he's just an awesome footballer player. So for me, Marcelo is my favorite player today, and Marcelo is one of my personal favorite players of all time. But him being my favorite still means that I can be objective and say, he's not that good as a left back. So real deal. So break down age, soccer prime age to go after money. What do you mean? Explain. As in, do you mean that what's because I'm thinking you're saying what is your prime? Maybe you're saying, okay, what is your football prime and how do you now get past that football prime? Is that where you're going towards? Or explain to me by what you mean about football prime. Yeah. Explain that to me. I need to understand that. Because if I'm just to interpret that, I would say that I've always said the prime of a player is the prime of an attacking player. So midfield to attack, 26, 27, 28. By 29, you're going down, which is why I'm fearful for your boy Hazard. But if we're now going to say the prime for a defender, I would say your prime for a defender, I would argue could be 29, 30, 31, 32. I would even argue maybe 30, 31, 32, 30, 33. Around that. Because I think a defender can really stretch their prime. Same thing for a keeper. A keeper can stretch their prime till like 35 or 36, not 42. Like some people who think that at a 42-year-old, you can be a starter in a Champions League. No, like unlike some people, because of the name that you have, you're going to sabotage a younger, better keeper than you because you're obsessed with winning a CL. And you will remain playing a player until you're 50 years old until you win a CL. That kind of thinking will always come back and bite you in the ass. I think you all know who I'm bloody talking about there. Ridiculous, man. Who do you see as the outsiders at next year's Euros, man? Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me see. So, if you're 30, do you choose the money or the club? It depends on the kind of player that you are. Some players know that I still have more to give as a 30-year-old. But if you know that you're on the decline as a 30-year-old, you go for the money. Especially if you know that you don't have the personality or the skills to be able to be a proficient pundit after the game. So if you're 30 and so forth, just go for the cash. There's no harm in that, man. So who do you see as outsiders at next year's Euros? You've got to look at the Netherlands. And I think with how things went in 2018, you've got to look at Germany, because I think Germany will be coming in as outsiders. So for me, the outsiders will be Germany and the Netherlands. And for me, it depends on the team England pick. Because England won't be favorites. Like, no one cares about them being in the semis. But if England pick the right team, I think England would be very interesting outsiders as well. Because see, England's issue is they have the wrong manager. If England had Harry Redknapp, England are looking very exciting. Give these young, dribbling, exciting, swaggy players to a Harry Redknapp, England are looking really interesting. With England under Teddy Sheringham, I don't know. Ronald Koeman and Holland, man, I think that's a nice marriage. That's a nice marriage, man. And Netherlands have a nice little crew with them. It's a nice crew that the Netherlands have, man. It's a nice crew that the Netherlands has. As crappy as it was that we don't have the Euros this summer, the blessing in disguise is next summer everyone is fit. Because if we had the Euros this summer, no Hazard for Belgium, no Depay for the Netherlands, no Sané for Germany. You know, that would have been, those are top players who we would not be able to have at the Euros. At the Euros. Or people are saying, yeah, you got to look at Italy. You've also, yeah, I mean, definitely Italy as well, man, because again, like, the thing is that I'm not a fan of Mancini, and I don't trust Mancini that much, though, you know. But you can never ever, like, when Italy are always a problem in any tournament, you know, they just have to qualify. But if Italy qualify for a tournament, they're a problem. Funny thing though, so if Italy had qualified, for that World Cup, so that they took the place of Sweden. So Sweden topped their group, Italy topped their group, then Italy would have faced England in the quarters. I believe Italy would have won. And if Italy now would have faced Croatia in the semis, could we have had an Italy-France World Cup final? Hey, a repeat of the 06. Could we? I mean, I'm just spitballing in there, man. You know, but it's cool, man. But you see, let me see. England's issues is Southgate is the wrong manager. And I think the problem is that because of the whole "it's coming home, it's coming," all that nonsense, and they go to semis, they think that Southgate is the right man. Because look, I look at Sancho, I look at Rashford, I look at Foden, I look at Sterling, I look at Greenwood. England have some very exciting players, but you need the right system to get the best out of those players. And I think Sheringham's system is far too pragmatic and does not really help to maximize the strengths of them. Because if I was the England manager, I'd be like, look, man, we have to play very fluid, dynamic football. And see, this is me, like, because they'll call me crazy. I wouldn't play Harry Kane. See, that would be the big decision that I make that would probably get me sacked, because like, oh no, that's Harry. I like, if you hire me, you'll have to sack me, because I said I wouldn't play Harry Kane. I would play a faster, quicker lineup with a fluid attack. So, and this may come me crazy, I will not play, and I'll work on this on training. I will not play with a recognized striker. You know, so within Rashford, Foden, Sterling, Sancho, I'll just have guys who are just going in and out of the striker position with lots of movements around. So I would not play a focal thingy striker, which I think would be problematic and unhelpful for England. So this will be key. Like so I'll make England play a brand of football that I don't think they've ever played before. So totally change and revolutionize English football, which, living in England and playing with certain people on all the pitch and everything, is a football that I know England can play. But the English mentality is very stubborn and very stuck in their ways, that they would rather lose playing the English way than win playing a totally different, kind of much more continental, attractive way. So, thoughts on Osimhen to Napoli? Yeah, man. You see, I even wanted to do a video on this. I don't know what to think. When a club says they want you, that feels pretty good. The fact that Gattuso said to the Napoli board that I only want one player this summer, just one, homeboy. Who? Homeboy. I want Osimhen. Osimhen is the only signing I want this season. So, and that is a big thing of like, when a manager and a club says, no, we want you. We want you. Which means that Milik is obviously on his way out. But is Gattuso the right manager? Is this the right team? Is this the right team? Are these the right players? Is this the right system? Because what is very important, that he must go to a team where he is guaranteed a start. He's the first choice striker. Yes, you could prove yourself and everything, but there's going to be an agreement where you are the first choice striker, because it is important for Nigerian football and so forth that he goes to a team where he's the first choice striker. So he's playing a large multitude of games. I think it's great if he's going to a team when he'll be in Europe. But my thing about it is Napoli the right system? Is this maybe too pragmatic? Is it maybe too restrictive for him? Would a more attacking system that has more space, more movement, and more players around him, would that maybe be better and get the best out of it? Because he is a very talented player who isn't just a finisher. He can play. He is smart. So I don't know. I don't know whether Napoli are the right dudes or the right team. Oh, did I see my machine up in there? From Yasser Said, man. Yasser says that don't underestimate the holders HH. Screw Kane. No. He said, who are the outsiders? France are not the... Oh, sorry. Portugal. Well, Portugal, by the nature of them being the holders, can't be the outsiders. Now, I don't know. For me, I don't see Portugal winning. I don't see Portugal defending it. Like, look, Portugal, they deserve to win 2016, but, like, they sort of stole it. It was sort of like, oh, that came out of nowhere, really. Like, that was France's Euros that Portugal sort of got out of nowhere. But no. But you see, you can't put Portugal as outsiders because they're the defending champions. All right, let me see. I think I might have missed some super chats by this. All right, let's see what we're doing. Let's see what we're doing. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay. So from Chance Park, thoughts on Huang He Chan to Leipzig. Aha! I was talking to an amigo of mine about this. Now, apparently, this dude, Huang He Chan. So Huang He Chan is apparently a Korean superstar who I think said what's up to Liverpool for Salzburg. Um, Now, I don't know too much about this dude, but I think, him along with Minamino really said what's up to those dudes. So let me just bring a picture of this dude in here. Huang Hee-chan. Where's the picture in here? There you go. So there he is, Huang Hee-chan. Coming because again, I think he was definitely one of the star players when Salzburg said what's up to Liverpool. And my thing about it is this is obviously a replacement for Timo Werner. Now it is unfortunate because he wouldn't be able to play in the Champions League. He wouldn't be able to play in the Champions League because of the registration. But I think this is huge. Same thing why it's a big deal for Minamino moving to Liverpool. Although I think he has struggled in Liverpool. I think this is a huge thing for Korean football of having one of their big upcoming talents make a move over to Leipzig, because Leipzig, I think, are shaping up to be a very big team. Hopefully, Nagelsmann remains there, but Leipzig are going to really make some big moves, I believe, mainly in Europe next season. Because I feel like if Leipzig might actually supersede and surpass Dortmund in the Bundesliga next season. So yeah, this is huge because Salzburg, Switzerland, that's a small market. So I am excited to see what he's able to do. And the thing is, balling for a Salzburg is different from balling for a Red Bull Leipzig. Balling in a Swiss league is very different from, or Swiss or Austrian league, where Salzburg, I think, is it Austrian? Balling there is it from balling in the Bundesliga in Germany, because Leipzig, that is a far higher standard, more pressure, greater spotlight. So it's going to be interesting to see whether he can say what's up there. So from Just Bestin, he says, thank you for the super chat. Just Bestin says that if Pogba wins the Euros for France, he's France's GOAT. No, he's not. Just Bestin. Just Bestin is not. Bestin, I know you love Pogba. I love him too. I think Pogba is a great dude and is a quality, talented player. You cannot say that he's France's GOAT because he leads them to a Euros, because there is a guy called Zinedine Zidane who led them to a World Cup and the Euros. And Zidane is a far better, more influential player than Pogba. Just Bestin, you are sniffing cocaine if you think that Pogba is comparable to the greatness of Zinedine Zizou Zidane. Please, please, please don't smoke crack. Skulls, lamps, or Slippy G. That's harsh. I think he means Gerard there. That's common. Call him Gerard. Call him Gerard. Yeah, he did slip. I know he did slip, but call him Gerard. Henderson over Gerard. See, people always talking about this man. This is what I always say. The most versatile, Gerard. Best goal scorer, Lampard. Technically the best and the best at the position of central midfielder, Paul Scholes. So again, it's all dependent on what you want. Also, I go. 16 Gs, 22 assists, and 39 appearances, by the way. Oh, in the Austrian Bundesliga, though. Oh, yeah, so that's for Mr. So that's for Mr. Huang Hee-chan. Look, man. Let's see what he does. Let's see what Chan does when he goes to Leipzig. Because again, it is very standards are higher. Because look, Minamino, as we've seen, has been struggling I think he's been doing okay, but I think Minamino definitely has seen that the football and what Klopp wants is far more demanding than what was of him at Salzburg. But I think you always have to give guys time before people say, "Oh my gosh, Minamino is." Good look, Naby Keita is slowly, sort of finding his groove. He's slowly sort of finding his groove. So maybe you just have to give time. Thoughts on Kai Havertz to Chelsea? Kai Havertz is a dude who, from what I've seen, I don't know whether this is a dude who can do great things at Chelsea. I don't know, because I've not seen anything to amaze me. So for me, I am much more excited about Ziyech. Ziyech is a guy that excites me a lot more. And Chelsea have to keep working hard on getting Sancho. I think their priority should be about Sancho, trying to fit Ziyech in there and trying to get the best out of Werner. So because the thing with the Kai Havertz is that is risky. Kai Havertz is not the ooze. He's not the prodigy who are like, that these guys are quality. Like people can be crazy like Chelsea. If Chelsea got the ooze, I'm popping open champagne. Like if they got the ooze or they got the prodigy, I'm popping bottles. I'm gonna pop those bottles down. So yeah, Kai Havertz for me, I'm not gonna say he's overrated or anything, but like João Felix and for Frankie de Jong, people need to relax when they sort of hype up players and pick up players, because let these guys actually do great things before you hype them up. From Yassi's side, oh dear, oh lord. So Hassan says that, has Zizou ever played centre back during a game like Pogba did? Pogba literally during a league game played centre back for Mourinho and had 2 assists. Hater. Yes, Said. I am begging you again. You cannot honestly tell me that you are comparing Paul Pogba to a guy who is regarded as one of the greatest players of all time. So, Said, just listen to what you're saying. Pogba is supremely talented. He's a top player. But you're talking about a guy who is regarded as one of the greatest football players of all time. And all because you can play centre back doesn't make him a better football player. It means that he's more versatile. Now, if you are more versatile, doesn't make you a better football player. It just means that that is an ability that you have. That's just a specific ability that you have. But when I'm judging players, I'm not judging players based on, I can play centre back. No. How good are you at your best position? So for Pogba, what is your best position? I don't care how good you are. What is your best position? Box to box? Central midfield? All right. Compare that to how good Zidane is in his best position. Number 10, CM, Zidane wins all day, every day. So come on, bro. But I love Pogba. He is talented. You can't put Pogba in the same sentence as Zizou. You're crazy. That is absolutely insane. Please. Someone said this dude. Apparently, there's this Ajax right back that Bayern are thinking of getting. Because some guy put it on my YouTube comments. I've forgotten what he's called. If you guys can tell me, there's an Ajax right back that Bayern said that they're about to get. If somebody can remind me of the name, that will help me. All right. Messi ain't going to Man City, bro. Come on. That's not happening, man. What team do you think Messi should go to? That's a good. You know what? You know what? This may sound crazy. You know what? Should. For box office. I think you guys know what I'm going to say. Lautaro Martinez may be leaving. Messi behind Lukaku. Bring back the Serie. Try and guide Inter Milan to a league title and to another CL. Challenge yourself. And I think that's what Messi needs. First of all, Messi, he does need a Copa America, but I think he needs one last true challenge. One real tough challenge to really push himself. And I think a really good challenge for him is go to Inter Milan and try and prove yourself there at Inter Milan. I think that'll be a really juicy challenge. And I do think that Messi in that whole or that free roll, bro, I think that would be interesting. Prove you can win in a different team. What do you mean by prove what? Prove that you can go to a different team, different system, and still be successful. That's proof. So, I mean, the heck? They say prove what? But look, Messi behind Lukaku, man. I mean, that would be interesting. That would be interesting, man. That would be interesting. That'd be interesting. Hell no, PSG. PSG, that would just be cheating. Why? Go to PSG to do what? Why? Why go to PSG? Oh, so sorry. From the real deal, Superchat says that. Can you talk about Atalanta? Their play is different. Look, Atalanta for me, guys, like that vid. Hit the like button, man. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. No. Watching, because I watched a bit of Atalanta in the Serie, but I watched both games they had against Valencia. And yeah, these guys attack like crazy. They've scored 77 goals. 77 G's they've scored. So, and for me, you just say that, which I say, like, it is so amazing what Gasperini has done, because Gasperini has been around. He's not a young man. Gasperini has been around. And it's just so amazing that a guy who has been doing this for so long and is so old has been able just to hit something special with his Atalanta guys. And as I said again, I am so excited. Because someone told me, I think July 17th is the draw. Someone sent me an Instagram message and said that July 17th will be the draw of the basically that's going to be the draw for the Champions League. And if that happens, bro, I'm like, woo. Because for me, it's who do Atalanta get? Who do Atalanta get? Do you really want to face Atalanta in a one-off game? That's the thing. Do you really want to face Atalanta in a one-off game? Oh, it's July 8th? Oh, it was you. Okay. It was you that said July 8th. Okay. Oh, shit. So, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're saying next Wednesday? See, now that's my thing. So are you saying that they're going to try and do it like a World Cup? So we will know who are in the quarters? So basically, they're going to do it like a tree. Like how they do it in the World Cup. So basically, you have like the quarters, semis, and then boom. Wow. Okay. Well, guys, yeah, man. We'll be live streaming for that, man. We'll be live streaming for that. Because if Atalanta gets Leipzig, then now that means either Leipzig or Atalanta will win the semis. But Atalanta will be like, guys, like, we have nothing to lose here. But over 2 legs, it'll be very difficult for Atalanta to defeat either Bayern, Juventus, Man City. In a one-off game, neutral venue, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Because you see, in a one-off game, what if Bayern, I think they get a red card or something? A key player gets injured. You don't have a second leg to rectify that because, boom, it is what it is. We have to get it right now. Because see, over 2 legs, it's like a master plan you have of like, all right, we're gonna take this L here, get our away goal, rest our players, and we're gonna know, and we can easily overturn it and blitz us in the second leg. No, there's no rest. There are no second chances. It's all now, all in or nothing, man. Yeah, no, guys, O'Grill, man, O'Grill is not a joke. I keep telling you guys, O'Grill is not a joke. O'Grill is not a joke. But you see, that's what I don't want to spoil things, but there's a collab that I've done with a YouTuber. You will see. I want it to be a nice surprise, but there's a collab that I've done with a YouTuber, and we definitely do get into some Champions League discussions. We get into some Champions League discussion. So, because I don't want to ruin things, But all I'll say is, I'm watching. I have my eye on Atletico Madrid. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but Colchoneros, Atletico are playing a bit different. Atletico playing a bit different. Marcos Llorente is a find, and I told you this is a very different CL. It's a very different CL. I told you guys, one off. That's it. Here's what it is. Give your all for this one-off game. 90 minutes, let's ride. There's no second leg. One-off, let's ride. Let's ride one-off. It's new. It's new. Like, guys, our gorilla is going to be huge. So hopefully we make it. Hopefully there are no hindrances. We don't get stopped or through. Because, guys, I just pray, please, let there be no hang-ups. Let there be no delays. Because, guys, if things happen as they should happen, guys, we could see some serious games. And guys, we've already known that, guys. I'm like, yeah, we all love fans and everything. Yeah, cool. Guys, we are here to see the best of the best. We're here to see the best play the best. No offense to Skontup. Shout out to Skontup. I love Skontup. Shout out to Skontup. But this isn't about Skontup. This isn't about Leganes. This isn't about Evian FC. This isn't about X Videos United. This isn't about Pornhub FC. This is the best against the best. And the stakes are even higher because even less of a margin of error with just one game. Guys, Ogreal, man. Ogreal. And the thinking about, guys, people say, oh, anybody who, like, that's what Red was saying, oh no, if you win it won't be real. It won't be like a proper sale. This counts. This counts. Because they no, what do you mean by, oh, it's not a real Champions League? No, it's still a competition. You against me, who's the best? Oh, because I didn't have a second leg. No, it evens itself out. It's neutral ground, similar to a Euro World Cup. It is what it is. So if you win, you are the Champions League winners. If this was a new format, but you are the Champions League winners. It is what it is. Everyone is equal. Because everyone who has made it to the quarterfinal had to play the two legs in what happened before. And this is different because people will say maybe it was easier when you had the two legs. Maybe a whole two-legged thing is easier, but there's less of a margin of error. There's a less of a margin of error here. So this is much more difficult. And you know how I roll? The degree of difficulty. The more difficult it is, the greater kudos I give you. Margin. So this is not by Elche. It's not about Leganes, okay? This is not about you stats padding. This is about, I want to see you sweat. I want to see you sweat. So I want to see you sweat. I don't care about, oh, I've got 700 career goals. I don't care. Oh, I scored against like Genoa or Elche. No. It's like, okay, Cristiano, give me a CL. Give me a CL with Juventus, then we can talk. Messi, give me another CL. Give me a CL without Xavi, Iniesta, or any of your friends. Give me a CL with you by yourself. Carry a team who can handle it to a CL, then we can say what's up. So that's how I roll. I roll with CLs. Show me your CLs under a high degree of difficulty, then we can talk. Show me your CLs with a high degree of difficulty, we can talk. I don't do easy. Copa del Rey. FA Cup. Look, I don't do that. The FA Cup thing, it's cool because, Chelsea in them, but it's cool. When we talk big talk, see, every football is football, and we all love football. But when it's about big talk, it's the CL. It's the CL. It's the CL. So, you guys, all grill, man. All grill. Guys, that hashtag, I'm going to basically, once the draw happens, I'm going to promote that hashtag. Hashtag or grill. Hashtag or grill. Hashtag or grill. Hashtag or grill. Yes. Hashtag or grill, man. The boy, you Jonas Philbert. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Jonas Philbert, the horseman member doing his thing, man. Love you, baby. Is Zico the greatest Brazilian to not win the World Cup? Yes, he is. I will not open my mouth and say Neymar is greater than Zico. That's not happening. That's not happening. And when you think about the great Brazilians, Pele, Romario, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Robinho could have been, it didn't happen. They all won a World Cup. And also, more so than that, everyone comes to an agreement that the best team to have never won the World Cup was that 1982 Brazil team. And yeah, I used to basically because basically I think this was when I was in Nigeria. Because in Nigeria they used to show and I used to love watching this. So they used to show like clips of the World Cup from like back in the day. Bro, if you look at some of the goals that 82 teams scored, basically they were playing futsal. These guys, a guy would do a chip back heel, one touch late. They were scoring futsal goals in a World Cup. But it just starts. Italy were like, that's cool. We're here to win. We're here to win. And I think it's one of those things like, if they had won, they'd have been one of the most deserved winners ever of a World Cup. And I think Zico, being really the talent of that team, they were like, yeah, man, these guys, they deserved it. But I think that's, which is why I remember reading about it. Because they didn't win for the 86 and the 1990 even for the 94 World Cup, they changed their approach. So they were a bit more pragmatic for 86, for 1990, then even in 94, they were pragmatic, but then they then won. And they then returned back to being much more flamboyant in 1998 and in 02. But yeah, no. I mean, it's like, yeah, for sure. Like, based on what he was, and I think that's a guy I need to revisit more. Just as I just remember what he was doing in that 82 World Cup, and I remember watching that 82 World Cup because they always used to show on this program in Nigeria like World Cup highlights, and I remember how amazing that 82 team was, But it's like, but see, that's the thing about football, man. It's like you obviously want, because Dunga, man, Dunga can go get effed, man. That piece of crap. Speaking of, because people forget, my very first football hot video was Dunga not picking Ronaldinho for the World Cup. That was my first ever football hot video. Was me being pissed off that piece of crap Dunga didn't pick Dino for the 2010 World Cup. Horrible, man. Absolutely horrible, man. What? HH. Will Cristiano become the real GOAT if he wins the Champions League? What? Why? The heck? Like, it's like some of the things that people say, it doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, I'll say maybe this is a good way to sort. It doesn't matter how many Champions Leagues he wins, how many goals he scores, how many Euros he wins. Give me a World Cup. Give me a World Cup. 800 goals, 1,000 goals, 2 billion goals. I don't care. So if he wins a Champions League with Juventus, that is just an amazing stat that then puts him in a different echelon in terms of his achievements in club football. To be the GOAT, I need a World Cup. That is why people call Maradona the GOAT, because of what he did at the World Cup and what he did for Napoli. So these things are clear, man. Bestin, do you sniff cocaine or do you sniff Contariga before you attend these streams? Look, just tell me which, so I just know. What do you sniff before you attend these streams? If you just tell me, then that's fine, because I know you're sniffing something before you come onto these streams. I know for sure you're sniffing something because some of the stuff that you say is shocking. Guys, thank you very much for joining me here. I am now about to read Finish All You Need Is Kill, which is the manga based off of the amazing film Edge of Tomorrow. And I am also going to maybe go on to Naruto, volume 7, 8, and 9. I'm enjoying and loving the Naruto manga. I'm really getting into manga. And I think I'm going to do a deep dive into much more manga and so forth. Sergio, play Peruvian, man. FIFA is trash, bro. Okay, Sergio, I don't know what you did, man. FIFA is trash. So let's stay real. Let's stay good. Let's be good. Remember to support your boy. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And if Chelsea don't beat Watford, I am going to turn myself into a pelican. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.